welcome guys, if anyone's listening. I'll get started shortly. Alright guys, so we are going to do the daily challenge, or rather the weekly challenge. We're going to try and see if we can harvest some berries. So there's a bunch of different options here that you can choose from. I'm going to obviously go for the ones that I'm aware of. Cranberries should be relatively easy. Obviously the bog and just kind of north of where we are at the moment. So we'll look at those. There's normally about 10 of them in this area, and then we'll probably go for the rest. So that one's pretty easy to do without having to switch days. Firecracker plants should be relatively easy as well in the most part. So again, you might just want to just, as you're traveling, pick them up. If you're specifically looking for them, we'll be hitting the train yard just above White Springs, which is, yeah, so there's a whole bunch of firecrackers. Yeah, we may need to swap servers depending if somebody's already actually taken those. So we may actually do some server hopping just to get those done. Togberry is pretty easy. We may need to server hop again or come back on a different day. So a lot of these you may just need to come back on different days. So you kind of want to plan ahead of time. I know for sure we should be able to get around 20 in the cranberry bog. In the bog, there's a couple by up here by the Palace of the Winding Path. Not many. There's probably only like 2 or 3, 4 maybe at the most for tarberry up there. There of course is some tarberry down in Flatwoods as well. So we'll try and hit some of these areas and see how much we can get, depending on if anyone's actually taken them already, and if not, we may just server hop just to try and get them ourselves. Now also remember, if you do have multiple characters, just because this one requires you to take 25 of a certain berry, and Green Thumb doesn't really work, so you may need to or want to use a different character. So your choices are use all your characters. If you have 5 characters, then you can pretty much probably complete all the quests today, or you can just use your single character if you only have 1 character, and then come back on different days. So unfortunately it's 25, and some of them you can get them all without with a single character. Some of them you just have to come back on a different day. So we'll go for cranberries, firecracker berry plants, tarberries, blackberries all over the Savage Divide. I probably won't cover that too much just because they're all over. That should be relatively easy. The only one that I think that might be a little bit of a challenge is the starlight berries. There's a couple near the vault, and we're going to start off with that. And I'm going to show you where to get those in a sec. I believe red berries are out in the mine somewhere, but we're not going to go. So you only need to collect 5 of those. So we're going to start off with hitting the starlight berries. Like there's a couple, like I said, there's a couple at Isolated Cavern. And there are probably about 6. We'll see how many we can actually get by the Black Mountain Ordnance Works. So let's head there now. Unfortunately, green thumb doesn't work, and we'll double check and make sure that's the case. I was testing earlier, didn't look like it did seem to do anything for this challenge. Okay, so most of you should be familiar with this area. It's kind of where you got the quantum power armor close by. So just sort of in this area, we're gonna just take a look around here. There should be some starlight berries. There's one right over here. So starlight creeper. Let's actually see, make sure, just double check that it actually has gone off. So there you go. We picked one. We got two using green thumb, but it only checked one. So this is probably going to be the most challenging to try and complete in the week. So you literally have to do this every single day or every 20 hours or whatever the reset is. So probably not. They're probably not intending you to actually complete that, to be honest. But anyway, we'll see how far we get. Maybe we get lucky and we get some more. Okay, so let's just go and see how many we can get here there. So like I said, there's probably going to be 6 in this area. Hopefully more. So I'm kind of at this section right here, just kind of walking around. So just take a quick look around. There's a couple across the road here as well, I believe. It might be easier to come here during the day for these particular berries. Some other berries like the firecracker, you might want to do that at night instead. I think there's some in this area, if I remember correctly. I might have just been thinking on the side of the road. So I think I've got 7. I'm not aware there's more than that in this area. If anyone knows, just let me know. I don't know if we walk further out. As far as I know, they're in this area. Okay, so let's head to the isolated cavern. And I'll show you where to get a couple more of those. Okay, so let's head down to Isolated Cavern. You guys should be familiar with this. This is where we get a bunch of mongrels. There should be like 4 mongrels. And you'll notice there are some starlight creepers right here. I think there's 1 on each side, if I remember correctly. There you go. So in total, we have 9. So you'd have to do these every day for 7 days or whatever to make sure that you get these, or use a different character and collect them quicker for those ones. Okay, so let's head up to the cranberries. So obviously, like I said, actually let me just. Yeah, let's do the cranberries next. We'll also do the tarberries while we're in. So we're gonna hit cranberries while we're in the bog, and then we'll do the tarberries. I'll show you where to get the tarberries. So right up here at Aaron Holt Homestead, there are a bunch of different things up there, but cranberries is one of them. There should be 10 of them up there. There's some razor grain and wheat as well, corn. Now you could just go to the bog. You don't actually have to come up here, but for those that want to actually come up here. Okay, so we're going to head towards the silos. And in this direct area, we should find a total of 10 cranberries. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so that's 10 cranberries over here. And we at the Aaron Holt Homestead. let's head over to the Palace of the Winding Path, and I'll show you where to get a couple of tarberries. And then we'll head down to Flatwoods. We should be able to get about 8 in Flatwoods as well. I'll say 8, but it might actually be 4 because of the without the green thumb, right? Okay, so you shouldn't necessarily engage any enemies. If you are low level, you want to come here, you should be okay. Most of the enemies on side. There might be some, I think rarely you'll find something in this kind of area. You should be able to avoid most of them. But if you walk around the edges of this lake, I think there's one closer to that side. But okay, here's one. So I think there's, if I remember correctly, there's only 2 in this location. Oh, I see a couple there. That's 2. Oh, that's not one. Oh. Nope. Kind of looks like it, but it's not. Yeah, I think there was only 2, if I remember correctly, in this location. Okay, so let's head down to Flatwoods before we hit the bog. For those that are joining, we're hunting for Tarberry at the moment. We're just going to head out down to Flatwoods. We've just done some cranberries up at Aronholt and some starlight berries. Okay, so we want to go to the agriculture center, just where the sort of the greenhouses are. In between the greenhouses, for those that are familiar, you know where to go. But that's where we're going to find some tarberries. And I know we should be able to get, let's say 5 to 10 in the bog. I'm sure if you run around the bog enough, you'd probably find quite a few, but Okay, and just between these houses you should see a couple of pools. Make sure you collect all of them. Unfortunately, the whole whack of those just count as one. Okay, so that's all you can get in Flatwoods, unfortunately. Okay, so we're going to head to the bog, and there's kind of two sections we're going to, well, there's probably three areas we're going to look at. And just because we need so many, we're going to start right here by the overgrown Sundew Grove. Normally I wouldn't bother going here, but since we need the extra ones, I'm going to start over there. I'm then going to go to this area, just kind of east of the train, this kind of area. And there's one just on the other side of Watoga over there that will probably hit, and then a couple around the side, yeah. So. And while we're there, we'll be looking for cranberries as well. So we should be able to get all our cranberries done today, to be honest. I would imagine, if we spend long enough in Watoga. Okay, so I'm on the junk depot right over here, just to give you some sort of bearings. It's kind of, I guess, southeast of this area. So kind of that's where the Sundew Grove is. I just wanted you to kind of see where we're going to go, and we're going to kind of run towards, we'll try and avoid those guys for now. And you're going to find a bunch of little streams, yeah. Not so much close to the Sundew Grove. It's more kind of in this area, yeah. I'm trying to avoid that Scorch Beast. Hopefully I won't. So kind of this little house here area. So we got our first one here. Okay, we got a second one there. So kind of just go through these little streams. You're gonna, and that's pretty much what you're gonna have to do around the bog anyway. Okay, so while we're looking around, we're gonna be looking for cranberries. Okay, so again, just trying to get your bearings. We're a little bit away from that sort of broken house in the distance there. Okay, so there might be a couple more around here. I'm not going to spend too much time in this area. But if you want to explore the area, there's probably going to be a few more around here somewhere that we've missed. But let's head over to the train station. And I'll show you where to get the bulk of the tarberries. Okay, so everyone should be familiar with the train station. If you're not, this is a high-level area, so if you are here, or if you haven't been here, you might struggle a little bit, but you shouldn't have to. So we're going to run towards this red bridge, and there's kind of tarberries on both sides of the bridges. So we'll come back on the left because we kind of have to go around the right anyway. We'll start on this side. Okay, so here's our first one. I'm going to head down this way only because we may need to come back. Generally things start chasing you as soon as you go down this way. See if I can drop some stuff here. I'll try. Okay, second one there. There's not too many down yet, I believe. Okay, just make sure you check in all these like little corners and that. Okay, so we're going to head back the way we came. We're just going to go kind of straight. You kind of want to follow the water. Let's see if I can dump some in here. Okay, so just to kind of show you where we're at, we're just kind of sort of north of the survey camp alpha at the moment. That's where we started, I think. So I think that's pretty much it in this area. Okay, so let's just do a quick check on how much we have. What am I doing? So 2,650, that's not too bad. I mean, that's not too bad. So we could probably cover this in a couple of days. Okay, so let me show you. There's a few more areas around here that we'll find some. And I know there's probably some, if I remember correctly, there's a couple of lakes and stuff up here. I think I've seen some oddly around there, but to be honest, I probably wouldn't bother unless you're trying to do everything in the same day. A little lost gulp here. And also just another area where we can get, I believe it's Sunrise Field. There's where the Murlocs are. We'll go back. We'll probably head that way afterwards. There's a whole bunch of cranberries we could get there as well. Okay, so we're just at this red bridge here. We're just gonna go kind of continue underneath it. The train station is just to our left there. Okay, so just over these logs. You're gonna find a few more, yeah. I don't think there were any more. Oh, there we are. So we just kind of here by the I don't think there's any up here. I'm just going to take a quick look here. As far as I know, I'm not aware. I probably never followed it up this far, but we may as well go take a look. Yeah, I don't get too far from the main source here. Okay, so just want to continue. Let's make sure we don't miss any here. Yeah, I think we went down there earlier on. Hey Crash, how's it going? Doing alright. Hunting Tarberries. Okay, so we're gonna head upstream here. There's one more, I believe, and I think we're done for the cranberries on this character. Like I said, grab a different character. You might be able to do it in the same day. Just follow the same path. Okay, there's a couple there. Let's just double check. Oh, here we go. Let's walk around, yeah, a little bit. Oh. Many more than I thought there would be. Thought we'd come here, but maybe we didn't. I think we went left there, so we're just gonna go back. There's another one, yeah. Oh. It's amazing if you kind of look, then you find them, right? Okay, so let's just head back down as well. those guys are killing me, right? Oh, too many guns. Alright. Oh. So I think that's generally most of the Tarberry. You can look around a little bit more, try and find. We'll do a quick count of the Tarberries there. So not bad, much more than I thought we'd actually find, to be honest. Yep, please do. Okay, so let's do a quick count for. We'll take a look at the cranberries as well while we're out here. Yeah, okay, we can actually go take a look at the other cranberry section. So 42 out of 50, that's really not bad at all. And we might get lucky. You might be able to find 8 more somewhere when we're looking for stuff. Cranberries, not so much, but let's go take a look. And let's see if we can maybe find some more Tarberries. Make that a clean 50. Okay, since we're in this section, why don't we head over to the Sunrise Field, I think is where I want to go. Okay, so we're going to be hunting cranberries yet. Now there are Mirelurks and Queens and Kings, yeah, so it's all kind of, you're probably better off just kind of running around the area around Watoga looking for cranberries, but let's come here anyway. Now you're going to see there's like a lake, a little pond here, there's the Queen, there's the King. Okay, there's a whole bunch of cranberries here if you look for them. Might not be worth it dealing with these guys. Okay, so there's about 3 or 4 there. Okay, so can we just get enough cranberries? Is our green thumb now working? Ah, I've got enough there. Oh. Oh, so some of them are 25, some of them are 50? So I think the harder ones, I guess, although technically cranberries aren't that hard. You'd think tarberries wouldn't be as hard though. So yeah, there are some 10, I guess 10. Well, let's do a quick check here. Crackberry is a mutated version of the Mothman egg, so I guess you need to find them in a nuke zone, right? All right. All right. Great. So let's go ahead and leave while we can, if we can. So yeah, I was going to change characters and just see whether, just finish up those tarberries quick, but that's okay. Yeah, so the 10 ones are the ones in the nuke zone, so they might just be quick and easier to do, just find a nuke zone, run around. I'm not sure that would be the same for the cranberries as such, but the cranberries weren't too bad. It was 25, pretty easy. I'm not sure how the subs work, Crash. I mean, do I just turn them on? It will have to translate, right? I'm not sure it does an auto translate. I'd have to look at that. Try and test it. Okay, so let me leave here before. Okay, let's take a quick look here. Yeah, so blastberries. Yeah, all of these would be in the blast zone. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, so let's go. Let's take a look. There's a couple. I'm not going to go with blackberries. Blackberries, I think you guys can get all over from camps, and you might as well visit camps and all over the Savage Divide. We'll see if we can find some, but I mean those should be pretty easy to do. But we'll see. We'll get rid of some of these. In fact, why don't we just deal with this now? I'm just trying to think here. Yeah, let's finish up with the Tarberries. Let's get that out the way. Okay, so I'm going to change the character here. So if you do have multiple characters, you probably should have at least one or two. Let's go. I don't know what these are. Let's go with two, I guess. Actually, I should have just gone with five, to be honest. Yeah, let's do that quick. So we just need 8 more Tarberries. I'm going to hit Flatwoods for that. Hopefully we'll be able to get close to that. If you want to crash. I'm a pretty boring player though. I just do challenges, man. If you want to do challenges with me, okay, so I'm just going to head back to Flatwoods with a second character. As mentioned earlier, if you've got multiple characters, even though you pick the same plant with the one character, you should be able to pick it again with a second character. Can you guys hear me now? So you kind of walk up this edge here towards the cars at the top. Can you guys hear me at all? Okay, just this kind of section there. I think we lost a few there. Can you hear me now, DKS Warrior? Okay, there's a couple up here. Whole bunch of blackberries. Yeah, I think it might cut out or something, but thanks for letting me know. Okay, so this whole section, yeah, you can kind of just go through it. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time, but this is one of the sections. Other places, obviously, like I said, all the way Savage Divide. You're probably going to find a whole bunch of crackleberries in this kind of section, Twin Lakes area. I know for sure down here, I don't have it on my map, but just yeah, there's the Freak Show. I've seen them down there. So that whole area, just kind of walk around. Let's see if we can head up here. We might be able to find some blackberries. If we're lucky, this guy has planted some. Yeah, I want your blackberries, buddy. Go put some clothes on. Yeah, so it doesn't look like he's actually planted anything. Oh, got a couple of camps up here. Let's take a look here. So yeah, like I said, just go around to camps. You might get lucky. They might have some blackberries. Save you some time if you're visiting camps anyway. Those guys. So it's probably a lead extractor. Yep. A neat little camp. I didn't steal your lead, buddy. Relax. Lock your extractor. Okay, so I'm just going to head to back down to the bog quick. See if I can finish up the tarberries. So I'll just look at, I'll show you just some of the areas where the tarberries are. For the rest, you're just going to have to watch the stream. But we should be able to do it. As I mentioned earlier, if you use a second character, you can double up. If you've got 5 characters, you can obviously try to do most of this if you want to. Otherwise, just do it over a few days. Do it over 7 days if you just want to use a single character. Ronnie. What does Ronnie want? Let's see what Ronnie. Let's see if he says I think I stole his. Oh, he says sorry. All right. Okay, so this whole section, yeah, just to the left or the right of where I am. Actually, let me go and unlock. Actually, before I die, let me go and unlock this. Okay, just in case I die and it tries to spawn me somewhere else. I don't know how he says he's sorry. He kept on hitting me with a sledge, right? So once you say okay, but 3 or 4 times, I don't think so. Anyway, so both sides of these bridges just kind of search all these waters. We have managed to collect 42 tarberries, just going kind of in this area. So we should be able to get another 5 more, no problem. And we should be able to get this one done today. Okay. I think it's a little safer to head upstream versus downstream in this case. But there's a whole whack behind me in terms of tarberries. Okay, so there we go. Let me just get back to the station and I'll just kind of show you, for those guys that just joined, where I got most of the tarberries. But pretty much all those streams, the bulk is where I was at the moment. Okay, so when we started the tarberry collecting, we got, let's just cover the bog quickly. So this section where the train is, just kind of there's a little red bridge there. So both sides of the bridge, right up, right around the top of Watoga, you know, that was one section. Also, just kind of, yeah, there, I don't have it on this map. I can show you when I switch characters again. There's, I think it's called the Sun Grow. There's a bunch of, I'll come back to that so I can actually show you on the map where that's at. Of course, right here by the Agriculture Center in Flatwoods, there's some tarberries, and then lastly by, I think the Winding Path, there are 2 tarberries there. So you got 2 over there, you got, I think, 4 in Flatwoods, and then the remaining we got in basically around Watoga. This is the main section, this kind of section here, just to the top, and we managed to actually collect a total of 42, which wasn't bad actually. You know, that was quite impressive to get that many. Now, let me just switch characters here quick. So our buddy here said to us. Thought she was another. Another what? Another lead stealer. Actually, I'm just thinking that the other way we can do the blackberries that will make our lives a lot easier, I think. Can't you just scrap it and replant it and then... did I just not do what I wanted to do? Oh, I did. Okay. Okay, so I was mentioning earlier, so they're just kind of to the south of the overgrown Sundew Grove. There's a bunch of streams here that have a few tarberries. The majority of the tarberries, like I said, came from this section and around that section. Let's actually go, I just want to go and see if we can plant blackberries. Maybe one of the easiest ways is just to plant and scrap them in your camp. And that might save you from, I don't know if that always works. I know sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe that only works if you repair them. That's probably what it is. Yeah, I think they probably have to be damaged, so yeah, you can actually trick it. Thought you might be able to trick it, but you can't. Alright, so let's take a look where we're at with the challenge. So we've got 2 out of 5. All the ones, just to be aware that all the ones with 10 are for a nuke zone. So if you want to maybe make it easier on yourselves, find a nuke zone and try and collect these things when there's a nuke zone in a certain area, then you only have to collect 10. Some of these, like 50, are a little tedious to do, but totally doable. Starlight, like I said, is going to be the hardest to do just because there's only a few of them. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's go hunting for some blackberries. It's going to be a little tedious, unfortunately. If we did have someone's camps, actually, let me see if I can get, just to save some pain here. Oh, we're going to have to do it anyway. Okay, I'm just going to quit here quick. My other camp, it'll just be a little bit easier to go through. But yeah, just go around to people's camps, and then I'm going to just go south. When I get back in, I'll go south. I'll show you where some other, not that I need to show you, but Savage Divide. I'm just going to go down south and see if we can find a whole bunch of blackberries. And typically when we find blackberries, we should find firecrackers as well. Okay, so let's head to this guy's camp. We can. So I want to go around this area, typically around by the radio tower. 28 caps. All right. Okay, so there we go. Right, firecrackers right here. And it's nighttime, which is nice. So we might be able to, so just kind of north of these mountains or northeast. That's down there. I see some firecrackers there. So let's go after those. So just this section, we found about 4 there. It's pretty decent. So it might not have been worthwhile doing this without doing this at nighttime, right? Yeah, let's head towards the radio tower. Okay, I see one over there as well. So just kind of show you where on the map. So again, very close to kind of northeast of this guy. Close to Vault 96. I'm going to be heading that way. If we're lucky, we can do all the blackberries and the firecrackers today. And the only thing we got remaining would be the starlight. Okay, so firecrackers, so not too bad. So yeah, so I would come for the firecrackers. I would come to this section, this area by Vault 96. Anywhere in this area, and then the train track if you wanted to try this area alone, or just come to the central train yard as well around there. Do those first, then come down here south, get those done. Okay, let's see how far we are with the blackberries. 23 out of 50. All right. Okay, so let's continue towards the radio tower. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see them as nice as the firecrackers, unfortunately. Just trying to see if there's like a blackberry near these guys. Okay, blackberry. Not too far from a firecracker, but I don't think that's a pattern though. Unfortunately. I don't really want to go down there. So yeah, it might just be better to do this during the day. Might be a little bit easier to see those blackberries. Okay, so let's just see where we're at here at the moment. 28 out of 50, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. 28. quite a few in this area, so I'll just kind of show you where I'm at. I'm just kind of west of the mountains, I guess. Okay, so just walking through the mountains towards sort of the monorail area. I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm just going to keep on heading up here. I kind of want. There's a whole bunch of blackberries kind of along the ridge here, so I'm just going to head towards that direction. I suspect I'll. So I'm just sort of heading towards this area because I know there's a whole bunch of blackberries. I suspect by the time I get there, I'll probably have enough, but just kind of this whole section, right? So we're going to head to White Springs on the mountains, and I'll just show you another area with the blackberries. Just by the vantage point. So we're just at the vantage point here. So this whole area as well will have a bunch of blackberries, should anyway. Yeah, so I'm just going to head towards kind of the power station. So yeah, if you prefer this area, as you can see, just right there where we landed, at least 3 blackberries. I used to have my camp right on this section, on this kind of outcrop, I think, until Bethesda decided that they wanted to stop you from building here. So I know for a fact that there's a bunch of blackberries in the area. There you go. Okay, so let's take a look. So short of the blastberries, 16. Like I said, you're just going to have to try and do this every day, or just come back with different characters. I'm not going to go through this, and it'll be too tedious for you guys. But yeah, just kind of come back every day, or come every 20 hours. I forget when they reset, and just head to the Black Mountain Ordnance and Isolated Cavern. Let me just do a quick check to see if there's no other areas. I don't believe there's any other areas. Well, they're saying 5 can actually be found in the Voltec Agricultural Center basement. Oh, interesting. 2 can be found near the I-59 and I-61 section. Oh, 2 can be found in the section of the I-91. All right. As loose items. Okay, so they're saying 2 can find at Bolton Green, I-95 and I-91. I wasn't aware of them being some additional areas. So we're going to kind of head towards, I guess, this way. Oh, behind us. That way. Okay, so let's head this way. There's supposed to be 2 in this area. Right over here, I bet somebody's taken it. Hey, buddy. So there's probably one over here. Okay, let's try a different server. See what we find. Let's take another look and see. Maybe someone's taken those ones. I only saw one there though, so they say there's two. Two can be found at the intersection of I-95 and I-91. All right. Okay, so let's head down there again. Let's see if we got lucky. Oh, here we go. Okay, so there's one. Where's the other one? Unless I meant one plant, but green thumb gives you two, maybe, possibly. Oh, here's the other one. Okay, so there's two. Interesting. I didn't know those existed. Quite easy to find. Just at this intersection. So the other one they said is I-59. So that's actually two down. Let's take another look here. I-59 and I-61. Locations of main house. I-59. Okay, I-59 and I-61. Well, that's all I-59, I guess. I-61 and I-59. I wish it would be more clearer where it is, but I'm assuming this is 61. Well, that one says 64 though. 94. 62. 95. 59. Yeah, I'm just not gonna go hunt that one. Actually, let me just see. Okay, so I've got some other locations. I'm not gonna waste time there. I'm gonna head down to Slocum Joe's. Oh, there's 59. I wonder if that's what they mean, though, actually. I don't see 61 though. Okay, so we had Circum Joe's. We should be able to find 4 year, supposedly. Okay, so there's 1 year by this pole. My guess is they would have all been in this room. So we know there's one there. Luckily we saw it. Otherwise we'd be looking around. But let's continue. And then I think we can server hop just to see. Yeah, let's go ahead and server hop and just see if we can see the others. But supposing there's 5 in that room. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could just be raided, right? My guess is it's sitting on those shelves. Okay, we'll do this last one and then we'll give it call it because chances are people are rating this left and right and center, so the likelihood of us finding it, I'm sure we will with enough server hops. Doors closed, which is a good sign, I guess. Snaptail read. Yeah, my guess is you come back here or server hop a few times and you should be able to find some, if you can find it. So we know for sure, oh, here's another one. So we know for sure there's two there on this table. I could be wrong, it might not be in this room. I don't know, they don't actually say. Oh, here we go, 3. So yeah, there we go, there's 3. Yeah, let's just look around, yeah. Okay, I'll show you a couple more places just quickly. We'll go back to Slocum Joe's. And we'll just do a quick recap. So we know there's at least 3 there. There's probably going to be 5 if you got to a server that, if you got a private server or if you got a server that hasn't been raided. But let's head back to Slocum Joe's yeah, quick. And we're on a different server, so we might be able to get that one next to the wall as well. I may just do a video on the Starlight, just those 5. Just keep it separate, right? Okay, so here's Slocum Joe's, just kind of quickly. Oh, it's running straight past me. So I think in this area, no, it's been taken. So there's 1 year as well, just kind of for future reference. Let's see if this one. Yeah, no, that one's still there. Okay, so we're just going to head up into the mountains. So we kind of took one that was over here somewhere. That one over here we took. Okay, so we're just going to kind of head left here. There's supposedly one up here somewhere. Oh, right here. So that one's been taken as well. Okay, so there's that one just above the railway tracks. So I think there's 5 in this area. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that area. Okay, and then 6 down across the road. Okay, so we're going to head this way. And there's one right here. So just at the sign that goes to Sutton. So we're going to head down this way. So just by this doghouse. Oh, this one, yeah, it's been taken. There's another one up here. So I think I'm going to call it at that. Let's see where we're at in terms of how many we're able to collect of that one. 26. So not too bad. So let's just do a quick recap here. So we got 7 at the Black Mountain Ordnance. We got 2 at the Isolated Cabin. We got, there's at least 4 or 5 at Slocum Joe's. Just at the entrance of Sutton, which is over there, there was 1 over there, and then around, I guess, this area where those houses were, there were Anyway, I'm going to call it for that. Those are kind of the areas we kind of visited. By the way, thanks for watching.